Let's get ready to grumble! Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Grumble. I am your host, Graham, and sitting in the corner to my right, very excited for today. It's the first official show of 2018. It's Dan. How are you?
Hi.
How's it going?
All right.
You look happy.
Yeah, it's been a good few days.
Hopefully this show might not even weigh you down like last week.
No.
I think it's all going to be good. Sitting in the corner to my left, looking worn down already by 2018, it's Daryl.
Yeah, mate.
How are you doing?
All right, mate. I've got a question for you.
What is it?
Last year we changed the music,
Yes.
and you absolutely hated it.
Yeah, did you?
What do you think of this one?
I love it.
Yeah.
Do a little dance.
Yeah, I saw you doing a little dance.
Yeah.
It's a bit more chirpy and fun, and it's
Got a little fella to do some stuff.
Yeah.
Fiver?
little fella.
Not a natural little. I mean, he's he's.
I don't know how long his legs
We
work.
don't know his
to be honest.
proportions, do we?
No.
Don't know him. So, right, opening contest for this week. Bringing back the opening contest to open the year. As you may have no doubt noticed, on Raw it was confirmed that the women's Royal Rumble is also going to be the same rules as the men's Royal Rumble this year, which means 30 participants, which means over-the-top rules, and means basically that they need some more people in, because I counted, and including Nikki Bella, there are 22 active female participants on the WWE roster. So, with that in mind, tell me who's going to be in the women's Royal Rumble. Now, there's some very specific rules which I laid out for you. You cannot have Ronda Rousey because we discussed her last week. You can't have Stephanie McMahon because obviously I already established that she's going to win. And you can't have that other person that I've forgotten about that we definitely talked about already. Who was it? Someone else. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Get on with the show. Maybe it was Karma. Who knows? I don't know.
We did talk about Karma.
There you go. It's probably who it was then. Right. Dan.
Okay. So I was thinking about not only what would benefit the match and be a nice callback, but also something that would benefit the company as a whole.
Ooh.
So I had a few options on this, but ultimately I settled on Missy Hyatt. She's a legendary female wrestler, and if Dolph Ziggler sees her backstage, he'll be too tired to make a run-in on the show at all.
You thought that she would benefit the company as a whole?
Yeah, because she'll stop Dolph Ziggler.
As a whole, I understand what he means there by that.
Yeah.
She'll benefit the company as a whole.
I was going to say Sonny, but he's done that already. Anything to keep Dolph Ziggler from coming back.
That is true.
That's what I'm good
anything
on.
to keep him.
Positivity.
All right, good. Right, Missy Hyatt.
We should probably discuss answers before coming on air because that was basically my joke so, with a different woman. So, so I'll pick something different off top of head. I'm going to say Nikki Bella because then John Cena.
Can't have Nikki Bella.
Why can't I have Nikki Bella?
Because she's already on the active roster.
I'm not playing then.
Oh well, who was your other person?
Well,
Here's what we do. Give the answer you were going to give.
I was just going to say because once he said about benefiting the company, I was going to say, well, let's benefit the boys and get Sonny in.
There you go.
So everybody can have sunny days.
There you go. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, you're joint winners.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was going to go for.
Yeah, exactly. Like Bret Hart and Lex Luger in '93.
Thanks, Brett.
No, he's Bret. You're Luger. Well done. Nice tassels on your arms.
Nice wheelchair.
Yeah. Oh God. So we start.
We don't have a swear jar.
No,
we do have a swear jar, but not for.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not for wheelchair jokes.
That's not swearing.
Exactly.
So that makes it fine, apparently.
Yeah. Bit like when you can't slander the dead, isn't it, as well?
I don't know. And his t-shirts are too tight, too belly. He's not dead, is he?
No.
No.
But I'm just saying you can't slander the dead as well, so we can.
Me there. I thought Lex Luger were dead.
So we don't swear, but we can say other things.
Lex Luger would have been a good pick for the old Death Pool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Messed up there, didn't you?
He can't live. But then he's like
he's harvested a soul already.
He's
allegedly.
religious now, isn't he? Yeah. So he'd probably eaten.
That wasn't the angle I was going for.
I know, but that was the angle I was turning it into. So we talked about the women's Royal Rumble, but we should also explain that the women and the men are going to be mixing it up a little bit in the next few weeks. Not that way. Not like Dolph Ziggler and sticking his penis in whatever he likes. The mixed match challenge has been. Some of the pairings have been announced.
Yeah, and it's gone from a to That's the best review I can give it.
It's actually quite an interesting idea. I don't mind it now.
Really?
It is.
Because I can't think of anything worse than scrolling past my mum sharing cat videos to find Dolph Ziggler and Carmella
Dolph
teaming
Ziggler's
up.
not in it. He's sacked,
Okay.
isn't he? So it's fine.
It's better than scrolling through my mum's posts, which are warning people about the dangers of the two guys from Home Alone and robbing the house over Christmas.
Just shared in case. I always love these ones where, like, you see someone and you comment straight out, you're like, this is fake. I've seen the proof that it's fake. Oh, well, I'm just sharing just in case. I've just told you it's fake. I've proved it's fake. What more do you want? Yeah, but you never know. Well, you do know. You do know because I meticulously planned and I made sure that I'd researched it.
Fake news.
Mom.
So the team's been announced. The Raw ones.
Yep.
Sasha Banks and Finn Balor.
A lot of people are going to enjoy that team for very disturbed reasons.
Yeah, Finn Balor posted that he was looking forward to trying on her glasses.
Oh.
Aye. And then they did a really great video to announce this other team, Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman.
This is the greatest team in the history of professional wrestling. She's 5 foot, he's 7. They even out at 6. It's fine.
Okay.
That's what makes them so good.
And then on the SmackDown side of things, we've got Lana and Rusev back together finally.
I bet you're delighted about that.
Yep. And then Charlotte Flair and Bobby Roode, which is actually a really good pairing. That
I've
makes
already
sense.
decided that's my favourite team.
Well, yeah, they're all right because, again, they can do a little robe twirls together, can't they?
Yeah, they'll love it.
They'll be little
They'll love a robe.
mates. Little robe mates. They could get his and hers robes.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
It starts in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. So
remind me what the point of it is.
It's a
Money.
mixed match challenge for charity. I hope it's the same charity they're all wrestling for. We've mentioned.
yeah,
that
I also
before.
hope that because it could be a bit awkward if they're all wrestling for different ones and then like,
Just
oh,
whose name goes on check.
who did it? Oh, it's donkeys. The donkey charity one. Well
It's
done.
going to be Connor's Cure.
Don't worry
isn't
about
it?
cancer or heart attacks or whatever.
No, it might be Susan G. Komen.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
but
can't,
you're
yeah.
playing off you're playing off your charity partners against each
Yeah.
other. That's
What do you care about more, kids
who's
or
your favourite
tits?
charity? Vote now. Do you think
It depends which wrestler they ask, doesn't it?
You know they could... Oh no! Oh no! Do you know they could have the Heart Foundation in there, but as a charity, not as a team? There we go. That's my level of material.
That's a good one.
Raw. Nothing happened.
One thing happened.
One thing happened. Yeah.
Exclusive. But Bullet Club reforms
No,
in
no,
WWE.
no, not called that. No.
What?
No, not Bullet.
What?
No, not Bullet. Remember,
Why?
can't be called the Bullet Club because
Why?
that New Japan owns that.
Carl Anderson's got hashtag BC on his knee pads.
Well, the
which-
B must
which-
stand for something else then.
What?
Brother Club.
Brian Club.
Bender Club?
No,
Oh.
does that count as swearing?
No, because it's not swearing.
No,
It's
it's a slur.
homophobic. It's
It's a
homophobic.
slur.
It's not a slur jar, is it? It's a swear jar.
It was almost like
Job we don't
WWE
have a slur
went.
jar.
It's like WWE just went, oh, everyone's a bit more excited about New Japan this week than they are about our programming, even though we've got, 16 hours worth of Raw and SmackDown to put out. What can we do to try and bring those fans back a little bit? I
Look,
know.
you like these guys off of New Japan, now they're mates again. But how? I saw one tweet I did enjoy. It was like, how are we possibly going to make it clear that Gallows and Anderson are good guys now? Have them smile like morons. Yes, got it, nailed it. Get in. Let them paint a little smile on.
I enjoyed it. I'm just
Oh, it
going
was
to put it
fine,
out
it
there.
was- It was just a straight up 6-man tag, though,
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it?
was a nice little bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything else that happened on Raw. Jason Jordan whined a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The real Double J.
the real Double J.
And then on SmackDown,
Oh, Kane chokeslammed Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar sat up
Right.
and laughed at him.
Weren't
I now believe that Kane is going to win.
Yeah,
No, I
but
don't.
weren't this the worst pull apart brawl you've ever seen in your life?
It was.
Are we including the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar tug of war?
that wasn't
That's
a pull
not pull apart
was
brawl,
it?
though, so yeah.
You're the,
Well, they were pulling apart the
you're
belt.
like when it's mainly a Brock Lesnar thing now, but when
The
they
stitches come apart.
when they clear the locker room out to split them all up, but the dive on top and all that. Well, this one let's just send Titus O'Neil out.
The worst part about this particular pull apart brawl was they weren't even brawling. They just sent them out almost like they sent them out 2 minutes too early. Like Kurt Angle just went, "Oh, everyone go out there." Oh no, that would stop him.
Wait, that doesn't sound like Kurt Angle.
No.
Why don't you?
Oh, sorry. Everyone go out there. They're flipping. I'm having a great fight. Oh no, they're not fighting. Grab onto Kane, right, and pull him to back. I'm Kurt Angle, General Manager of Raw. Raw Marsh, more like. Booyah!
Let's just end it now.
Yeah.
We've
That's
peaked.
it. We've peaked for 2018 already.
As a show, we've peaked.
All right.
That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
What about New Japan and stuff? We've got to talk about that.
Oh,
What about SmackDown? All the SmackDown stuff that happened. AJ Styles isn't facing Kevin Owens after all. He's facing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match for the title.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not the first time the WWE title's been defended in a handicap match.
Well, when was the last time?
The last time I remember was Austin against Undertaker and Kane.
Oh,
It might have happened.
Breakdown 98.
Yeah.
There you go.
It probably has happened since then.
You pin them both.
No, they both pinned him,
Undertaker came pin him at the same time.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
which led to Survivor Series Deadly Game.
It's a deadly game! Deadly game! No one joining on Deadly Game?
I can't get my voice that high.
Play
mate.
as we
Maybe
live
November when we
our
get to it.
lives. Deadly game!
Because we are doing that this year, aren't we?
What?
Deadly game!
Are we? Oh no, it's not the 98 ones we're doing, is it?
No, we're doing 2008, like the best year in wrestling.
Are we not doing Deadly Game?
No.
Oh.
Why would we do Deadly Game?
Deadly game! That's why.
I mean, you can sing Deadly Game every show if you want.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Deadly game! you got to remember it's a deadly game. It's got a little rap in the middle. Each one teach one, the repeat one. If not, it'll be a long repeat none.
I do not remember this song.
No.
Do you not? Right.
I don't.
I had WWF Anthology, and I used to listen to it before I went to bed.
And then his wife made him stop listening to it over a month.
Well, I mean, it got me in the mood, but for some reason it caused her a problem.
Do you not sing it to Little Mo to lull him to sleep?
No.
Just the one song.
No, just I only sing Titus O'Neil, not Titus O'Neil. Oh God, that makes me sound really racist. Oh God.
Have we got a racist jar?
Yeah, we do.
We don't need a racist
Actually-
jar.
We don't. Oh, do you not think we need a racist jar?
No.
I've seen what Graham listens to on Spotify, and it's kind of like that.
Anyway, it was Ezekiel Jackson's theme.
Yeah.
This here is what you call domination. It's a combination of skills and concentration. So rise to the occasion, do something amazing, because anything that I do, I dominate it. Set to the Brawl for All theme.
Do you never sing any of the Jerry Lawler album?
No, I don't.
Or
No,
any
I
of-
don't. No, not in
No.
front. Not in front of my wife and child.
No.
Not a chance.
What about Barbara Streisand's Nose by Terry Funk?
For references to this, go back to the Christmas quiz. It is simply the greatest piece of broadcast journalism we've ever done. Does it count as journalism? Probably.
Nah.
Nah, it's close enough, isn't it? More things happen on SmackDown, none of which... Oh, that US title tournament's still going on.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods is still in it. Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, he beat Aiden English, didn't he?
He's going to be this tournament's Heath Slater.
Yeah. A little bit.
They switched the tag titles, didn't they? That was funny.
Was it funny or was it terrible?
Oh yeah, they did that. I was about to say, who won tag titles? And I
I think the
remembered
Usos
that,
are getting on WrestleMania this year. Can we be on WrestleMania? No. Oh, not again. Every year.
Pre-show.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they don't get paid for DVD.
Kings of the pre-show Uso, yeah. They stay in the company every year though. So
Yeah.
apparently he's not coming back. I think it's safe to say he's definitely not coming back after a little Hideo Itami used the Rings of Saturn in it. Neville
Yeah.
ain't coming back.
Yeah.
We knew Austin Aries wasn't anyway, but like, where's he now?
IPW.
Oh,
He's doing a vegan gimmick.
is it a gimmick?
Well, he is a vegan,
Yeah.
and it's part of his wrestling character now.
Oh, of course it is.
Really
No one's ever done that, have they? He came up with that idea himself. It wasn't on, say, Daniel Bryan several years ago.
Yeah, but I think that the
a
Daniel
little-
Bryan thing was Vince discovering that somebody doesn't eat meat or products produced by an animal
Definitely was.
for the first time ever.
Where'd you get your protein?
Yeah.
Ready? You could buy some IcoPro. No thanks, Vince. I'm all right. But buy IcoPro.
Do
IcoPro.
you think there's just cupboards of it in Tower?
Definitely.
Well, there's a thing in Bret Hart's book where he talks about the IcoPro saying that he just had like stacks, because they sent him like a care package every month full of thing, and he'd never take it because it tasted like shit. Oh, damn it.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Money in jar.
Money in jar.
So he'd have loads of it and ended up just giving it to his neighbours and stuff, and salting it when it got iced and stuff. Icy.
Do you know what? We're going to have a nice meal paid by Dan by the end of this year, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we should empty it at the end of every year and pay for something.
Well, I'll have a Roman Reigns pizza party.
Yeah, good idea. I like it. That's going to be paid for by Dan. Never mind. Do enjoy. Right, let's get into our main topic for this week. The main topic of professional wrestling for this week is, of course, New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 12. We're going to be talking about Wrestle Kingdom 12. How are we going to do this? Are we breaking or are we not breaking?
Let's just go straight.
Let's just
into
go for it, baby. We're going right in dry. Right. Let's... What?
There's no smut jar. It's fine.
No, exactly. It's fine. So, The Wrestle Kingdom, the highest attended Wrestle Kingdom in 15 years.
15 years, 34,995 people paid.
Yep. Now I want to find something out about that. Right. So 35,000 people paid, but 50,000 people or something were in. How does that happen?
It's people who work for New Japan and associated companies and comp tickets and competitions and things like that.
So the old WWE trick of, we've got 101,000.
Except New Japan are too honest to actually announce them as part of their thing. Where they could have gone, because I think it was like 49,000 something because they were near a sellout.
Yeah.
But instead they were like, oh no, it's 34,995 paid.
I guess
they couldn't even knock it up to 5.
I guess you could have said, though, that they might want to increase it for further years. So if they want to hold off on that and go, look how good we are.
Yeah, because you don't want to do that WWE thing of, say, 95,000 for WrestleMania 3, which is a blatant lie.
And then you
have to lie.
go.
You have to lie forevermore.
Also, part of the attendance as well. They actually limited the amount of tickets that could be sold internationally.
Yeah, that went well.
Yeah, I think it was only like, was it 2,000 something were international fans, and they
a whole bunch of
limited it on
people arriving
purpose.
on the Jericho cruise are like, oh, we can't get in. Let us in. Let us off the ship.
By the way, a lot of those managed to get tickets for New Year's Dash. We'll talk about that later.
Right. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So the show opened with the traditional New Japan Rumble, which I missed the first few minutes of because my phone decided to brick it the night before, so my alarm didn't go off. I woke up like 10 minutes into it and managed to catch it there. But the people
he was really upset. I'd love to see his face when that happened. Like, yeah. I know it sounds terrible, but I bet he was so annoyed.
I miss Nagata.
Yeah,
He's one of my favourites.
Oh, now I
So
feel bad.
the people in the Rumble were Yujiro Takahashi, Yuji Nagata,
Here's who the
Yoshinobu
people in the
Kanemaru.
Rumble were. No Scott Norton. That's all that matters.
No Scott Norton. There was no like big surprise
one.
apart from Gino Gambino, Mr. Juicy's
I saw
Australian
him.
wrestle.
It was just a fat man.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in Bullet Club. Fale added him. Yeah.
Blah.
Cheeseburger was there again. Cheeseburger comes back once a year to New Japan, and it's on the biggest shows of the year.
Even wrestle like in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he has matches in
I
Ring of
never
Honor.
see his name.
He's never on the pay-per-views
Why?
because he weighs about. How Kevin Kelly described him was he weighs 125 pounds soaking wet with a brick in his pocket.
Aww.
He's tiny.
He's over though, isn't he? His
Weren't
name's
Delirious in
Cheeseburger.
this?
Delirious was in it as well because he's going to get him sent booked, isn't he?
Good old Delirious.
The big one about this
So we're
was
sending someone for Ring of Honor. Who? Are you acting like you really are the delirious person? Okay, we'll just take whoever you send. That's fine.
the only real surprise in this was Masahiro Kakihara, who is a former junior wrestler who has been battling, I think, lymphoma. He's had cancer and he's recently beat it, and he was the guy. They got the feel-good win for him in this Rumble, which was a nice little thing. And then he dedicated his win to Takayama.
Yeah, Takayama's all paralyzed and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He is. Yeah, it's proper bad. That.
yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. There's been quite a lot of things.
The guy beat cancer and everyone else in the Rumble, so that's pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, good for him.
He did all right. So
Makes sense.
the main show started with the Young Bucks.
Small person.
Yeah,
That's all.
the Young Bucks versus Roppongi 3K opened the show for the junior heavyweight tag team titles.
Young Bucks weren't all doing all the flipping around and stuff.
I know the Young Bucks did psychology.
What's going on here? What's happened to the Young Bucks? Are they getting ready for the big push? No.
No, they just,
No,
they
they're
like
not.
to actually
No,
have
they don't want
psychology
to.
matches occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah, once a year. This show a year.
But yeah, this whole match was based around, I think it was Matt Jackson and Yo, who both had injured backs.
Yo, not show.
Okay.
Show is the one who looks angrier.
And Rocky Romero on the
Yeah.
on the bench.
Show, Yo, Rocky Romero. So Rocky Romero got took out early on the apron.
Got power bombed.
Power bombed on the
Stage.
ramp, yeah,
Yeah.
which was a pretty brutal spot
It's also more painful on a Japanese stage. That's a scientific fact, that.
Yeah.
because they made of metal.
Exactly. They're harder.
It's
like,
more painful at Tokyo Dome, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And higher star ratings.
Yeah, everything's just more in the Tokyo
Yeah,
Dome.
everything's better in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything's better.
So yeah,
Everything.
this was a really good opener, I thought.
Yeah, openers are better in the Tokyo. Yeah, it was all right. Little fellas doing tag wrestling and that.
The big thing about this was Punk 3K have beaten pretty much every junior team in the last 4 months.
Isn't there
since they
somebody
debuted.
that is saying about somebody's? I can't remember. Go on.
So yeah, they won the junior tag league, which it's very rare the champions ever come out of that league, the winners, because normally it sets up next contenders, but they came out like unscathed pretty much, retained their titles throughout it and have been pretty dominant. This was their first big loss. The Young Bucks got their 7th junior heavyweight title reign. So now they're one better than Michael Jordan.
Take that, Michael Jordan. How many junior heavyweight titles have you won, you loser?
Yeah, but have they ever teamed with Bugs Bunny?
Oh, good point, yeah. Have the Young Bucks ever teamed with Bugs Bunny?
Someone
needs to tweet them that, because I'm sure they can sell a Bullet Club t-shirt by the end of the week that's got Bugs Bunny on it.
It'll be top seller.
Bunny Club. They are. Right, Young Bucks, right, tweet at us, Royal Grumble Pod. We'll sell the concept to you, featuring your idea and the character that we don't own.
Well, they were selling t-shirts with stuff they didn't own anyway, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and ultimately the joke's on us making fun of this, because whatever they release will be top seller on Pro Wrestling Tees before the end of the day.
And a Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Bunny Club.
Is Hot Topic like Blue Banana?
Yeah.
I can't imagine, as much as I would like to buy wrestling products, I would ever walk into Blue Banana in case somebody saw me.
See, I walked into Hot Topic in America not knowing it was like Blue Banana, just knowing that they sold wrestling shirts and stuff. It was because that was shortly after TNA were like, shirts are now in Hot Topic. I was like, okay, that must be a decent shop to go and watch. I walked out 2 minutes because I was with my parents and was she there? Anyway, I was with my family, and this is years ago now, back when TNA was relevant. And I was like, I want to go to Hot Topic. This is a good place for t-shirts and stuff. And my dad was like, really? I was like, yeah, good place. I had no idea what it was. I was like, walked in.
I can imagine your dad loves Hot Topic.
I was like, oh my God, what have I walked in? I was like, you know what, Dad? We could go JJB.
Well, whereas myself, who was, big emo kid and all that, I bought a tracksuit top from Hot Topic.
That's
it had like rib cage and stuff on it because emo.
Oh. I remember your little rib cage shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
That was from Hot Topic.
See?
Anyway, next match. It was the Never Openweight 6-man tag team Hot Potato titles.
Did these titles change hands, Dan?
Yes.
Oh my God, these titles changed hands. See, title changes changing hands all the time is fine in Japan.
Is it?
It is if it's in the Tokyo Dome or in New Japan.
Or if it's just these titles.
Or if it's these don't matter. So
these titles have existed 2 years and have had 16 different owners.
That's all. Only I'm shocked it says as little as 16. There's 17 now.
No, these were the 16th.
Okay, all right.
So it started off with, was it Taguchi Japan versus Suzuki Gun?
Probably.
And then Suzuki Gun went through with Zack Sabre Jr. getting the win against Michael Elgin and War Machine. Awkward.
Awkward. Good old Michael Elgin. What a great guy.
Yeah, it was quite funny on the Twitter stream because I had I was using TweetDeck and it was just the new, whatever the hashtag was. And as soon as Michael Elgin appeared, it was just F Michael Elgin.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
good
constant
boy.
tweets of so many people just tweeting F Michael Elgin.
Yeah. I'm not going to swear, but I would swear for Michael Elgin. There you go.
Yeah, more on him later.
Is he finished now?
Probably after New Year's Dash.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't do much.
War Machine are finished now, aren't they?
Yeah, War Machine are done.
Were they at New Year's Dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're finished. Really? Where are they going?
Well, Meltzer said that they've stopped taking all bookings, and he reckons that they're going WWE.
Oh.
They're going NXT apparently.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because, I don't know, I worry they would get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, NXT, they'll be all right, won't they?
Well, yeah, that's true, but they've already got massive fellas, tag teams,
What, the Bludgeon Brothers?
No, in NXT, you mean...
Oh, right.
So I think Sanity will get called up before they arrive.
Sanity's going to go up.
Yeah, I think they'll get called up before they arrive, but I'd love to see, Sanity with Big Damo with Hanson.
He's actually called Killian Dane.
Oh, yeah, Killian Dane.
What are they going to call them, then? Were they going to be called Fight Machine? Because they won't like the word war.
No.
Can't have war unless they decide they do want war.
Altercation Machine.
I'd go for that, yeah.
Scuffle Machine.
Won't that confuse people with the Shatter Machine, though? Oh.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Anyway, the next team in
the Big
were...
Red Machine.
The next team after that were Chaos.
Human Suplex Machine. Actually, they can't use Samoa in the Submission Machine because TNA still has the trademark. They just don't have the wrestler.
They're just trying to get any Samoan they can for it.
Here's Samoa Bryan, and he's the Samoan Submission Machine.
Samoan Steve,
the Samoan Submission Machine.
It's Crazy Steve's new gimmick.
Crazy Steve, don't forget.
Get your son a tan, get your son on gas. Let's get you in here.
They probably would do that. They are awful.
So Chaos was Beretta, Tomohiro Ishii, and Toriano. And then they ended up facing the champions, the Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, Tama Tonga, and Tangaloa, and winning the whole thing. So we got new 6-man champions.
Shocker.
It was all right. It was quickly through the teams and stuff.
When are they going to
Get
give
more people on the card.
Tama Tonga his main event run?
I don't know, because Tama Tonga is really good.
What about Leo Tonga?
Leo Tonga isn't as good.
I just feel like
that's not very
Tama
nice.
Tonga is better than Roman Reigns, and he looks a bit like Roman Reigns. They could-
Close enough then.
Yeah, so just
Racist.
push him out.
Maybe he could be Samoa Bryan
Yeah, maybe.
or Tonga Bryan.
Yeah.
The Samoa submission machine, Tonga Bryan.
I
He
feel
just
like,
happens to be from
I
Tonga.
feel like they should just give him a main event run.
There you go.
That's
should-
my contribution to this.
He should
TNA
get,
could definitely give him a main
he should get a
event
singles push, because the last 2 years at G1 he's been really good.
Do you remember that time that TNA gave Eric Young the world title because he looked a bit like Daniel Bryan? Well, problem solved. We've got your Roman Reigns point too here, TNA.
This next match I feel like we're going to have a bit more to talk about is Kota Ibushi versus Cody with Brandy Rhodes.
Another great Cody match.
I really enjoyed this
Yeah,
match.
but it's Cody match in it.
I really enjoyed it. Like, I genuinely did. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
this match. I think
Cody.
this is probably on par with the Okada match
Cody,
in terms
though,
of best Cody matches.
Yeah, exactly.
Brandy's nice.
This is the best 3-star Cody match that he's had since the last 3-star Cody match he had. Because he's so good at having 3-star matches.
When Brandy Rhodes came out with Cody,
My dad
Becky
was
instantly
Dusty
turned
Rhodes.
around to me and was like, "Oh, I bet you're happy with this now, aren't you?"
My dad was Dusty Rhodes. Look at me, I'm Cody.
Yeah, Brandy Rhodes is starting to be featured as a character on it now.
Oh no, I'm not anymore.
But a lot of it was based on, Cody
still
and
had a
Brandy
ring.
cheating.
More
Yeah, he's
on
still got
about-
the ring. He's bought it now, hasn't he?
Is it still the Ring of Honor belt?
No,
No,
he's got a new title belt because Dalton Castle's got it.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, is it
He just
is it a
wants people
different
to kiss his
ring, or is it a Ring of
Yeah.
Honor?
Same ring. He just
Yeah,
wants
okay.
people to kiss his ring
Okay.
of honor, not his bottom.
Yeah, I thought it was way better than I expected it to be, because with it being a Cody match. It was like Kota Ibushi's got
Thing
such
is,
a high reputation.
Yeah, but like Cody carried him to a good match, didn't
Obviously, you carried him to that 3-star match.
he? Yeah.
And then the big thing,
Kota Ibushi didn't set himself on fire, so
no, the big
Great
thing towards the
success.
end was Cody Rhodes grabbing Kota and saying,
who's this person he's talking about? Never heard of Cody Rhodes.
Cody grabbed Kota
There you
Ibushi and said, "I love you more than Kenny loves you," which led into something that happened on New Year's Dash that we'll talk about later. But yeah, I thought this match was really, really good. It exceeded my expectations quite a bit.
What, 3.5 stars?
I'd even go up to 4.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah.
No, that can't be Cody Rhodes then. Sorry, Cody. Sorry, Cody Rhodes. Sorry, Cody and Brandy Rhodes.
Also,
Cody something.
another thing I want to point out on this, Chuck
American
Taylor was live
Nightmare.
tweeting the show. He's got a tradition
Yeah, I saw
every
that.
year where he drinks whiskey and live tweets through Wrestle Kingdom. And during this match, Kota Ibushi did a lawn dart spot into the corner on Cody. And he tweeted Johnny Gargano saying, "Hey, Kota Ibushi started doing your lawn dart spot. You should steal one of his spots by setting yourself on fire with fireworks and moonsaulting off a car."
Great. In Camden. Don't forget in Camden Town.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was in Bethnal Green.
Oh, close enough.
Yeah,
It's all London, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's
Take
awesome.
that, London. You're all the same. Not all of them. Some of them are different.
Next up, tag team titles. Los Ingobernables de Japón versus the Killer Elite Squad.
Los Ingobernables.
This were good because it started off with a finishing move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're always good. Do you remember when Triple H and Randy... Oh, actually, you'll remember this better than anyone. Do you remember when Triple H and Randy Orton started off with their finishing moves in that WrestleMania main event? You were there.
Did you not think this were good though when they started off with?
Oh, yeah,
finishing
yeah.
moves?
This was really good. It was.
Yeah,
It set up Evil and Sonata playing babyface, which I wasn't used to seeing, but they did it really well. And so Sonata, I always get annoyed at because I feel like he's capable of so much more and he's got so much potential.
So you're
but
not
yeah-
angry at him, you're just disappointed.
Yeah. But in this tag team, it seems to be perfectly suited for him that he can be the big fiery person at the end to do all the big spots. Whereas he sold for most of this match and then got to do the big fiery thing at the end. Killer Elite Squad were really good in this match as well. I think this is the best performance I've seen from them. David Boy Smith Jr. wearing his jeans in tribute to his dad.
Yeah.
And Lance Archer with 5 water bottles on his entrance spraying the crowd. He came out holding one, got rid of that quickly, and then went into his left pocket, then right pocket, and then both back pockets. Just water
They were on
bottle
a
upon
bet,
water
weren't they,
bottle.
with somebody?
Tokyo
It just-
Dome, innit?
Yeah.
He just likes soaking people through with water. It's disgusting. But yeah, this match was really, really good. Another one that exceeded my expectations. Killer Elite Squad carried the match and Los Ingobernables did their part really well. Just a really great match, and Los Ingobernables got the tag titles. So another title change on this show, which was to help
Well,
build to
yeah.
what comes later
Good,
again.
more title changes. That's what we need.
Yeah, but
Should have had more though, shouldn't they?
it's a good thing for Evil and Sonata as well because they're both kind of at like the upper of the card, but they've not really got any feuds to go in. So giving them the tag titles at this point seems a smart idea. And it's also a Japanese tag team, so it gives people something to care about. Because with all the foreign tag teams, Japanese fans didn't really care as much.
Too many foreigners. That's what they think in New Japan.
So a Japanese racist
I haven't
as
got
well.
a pop shield, which explains why like loads of my poppins coming out. Where's my pop shield gone?
I don't know where your pop shield.
I had it for ages.
Huh.
Listeners, if you're unsure what a pop shield is, you can just Google it.
Daryl's got it.
I've got
Why
it.
has he got it?
Why have I got it?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
Let's carry on.
Do you want it?
Not anymore. No, I've sorted it. It's fine.
Can't hear you now.
That's not I'll sort it.
It's fine.
Thanks, mate.
Pop, 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 pop. Yeah.
Let's just do a test. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Test.
Okay.
This is a test.
I mean, usually we use different words to
This
test the
is a
mic,
test.
but we've got a swear jar.
I'm singing the song to the test song.
Oh, yeah.
That's all the words to the test song. Don't look for the words to the test song. No one knows the words.
I'm not looking for the words. I'm looking for the other thing you always ask me to check.
Oh, yeah, good
whenever you
point. Is
mention
Test
it.
still dead? Is Test still dead?
As of the end of last year, yes.
Oh,
They really need to update that.
I know. It's like
What if he's alive?
It's like he doesn't care as much as we do.
What if he's walking the earth?
My sons, I have come back to you.
What
To big boot everyone.
What if Kelly got Ouija board
Oh
out?
no! Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
though? It was so upsetting.
Which show is Kelly on, by the way?
Wags Summit.
Because I watched the first episode of Wags Atlanta last night.
Is that the one that Brandy Rhodes on?
Yeah, but she wasn't on the first episode.
Is she not doing on that? Why is she a wag?
Wife and girlfriend of Cody.
Yeah. What's Cody?
The best part, like,
Unemployed man.
compared to most of those
New
reality
Japan
shows,
wrestler.
New Japan wrestler.
it's like Deontay Wilder's wife, and then like I can't remember the other
Yeah, he's
people.
got a proper job.
Yeah, it's like-
what's his job?
It's like
Boxer man.
top baseball and football players and stuff on
Yeah,
it.
and then
It's-
Cody Rhodes' wife.
Cody's wife.
I don't care.
Cody Runnels.
Yeah, all right. Cody Runnels' wife. Her name's Brandy. That's a drink.
Yeah, but mate, she's fit.
It's not her fault. Her husband doesn't have a job.
He does have a job.
I bet he don't declare his income to tax though, does he?
probably, probably not.
let's
Oh,
let's
no.
throw an allegedly in there.
Just allegedly doesn't. Oh no, they're all friends. I'm just working for friends. The mates rates. What Japan?
This
Yeah,
ring
they're all
here,
friends.
I'm doing a training session.
Yeah, we're all friends.
Next up was
Remember when Chris Hero got detained by the Australian Border Police with the PWG World Title? He was just good at the camera all the time.
his
the promoter's
passport
a friend
photo.
of mine. It was a friend.
The passport photo as well, which was him like smiling like big at the camera, pointing his fingers.
Yep. Promoter was a friend, and he was doing it for free. And he happened to have loads of T-shirts with him. They were gifts. Remember when Steve Carino got turned back?
I'm not sure if that's true or not.
It's not true because it didn't happen, Steve. I was in Middlesbrough. You tried to pretend to us that you got turned back at the gate and you were back at home in time for the show to start. Isn't that funny, Steve? And then you claimed it was 1PW.
I don't know you, buddy.
You claimed it was their fault. You're a liar, Steve. And you tried to...
So for once, were 1PW not to blame?
Well, yeah, exactly. This is the one time.
No, it was Free CW apparently. It was to blame.
Yeah, no, yes. But he said someone sent them a flyer. He thinks he's big enough that someone's going, I wonder if he's getting paid for that. I'll just send it to immigration. Shut up, Steve Carino, the worst ECW champion, apart from just incredible.
He doesn't even get the distinction of being the worst ECW champion.
Not even worth.
But if he's got a replica of the belt, is he technically still the
Possession
champion?
is 9/10 of the law. Let's talk about better things.
Hiroki Goto versus Minoru Suzuki.
I said better things.
Never open weight championship, hair versus hair. This was really good as well. This is probably the best Goto match I've ever seen.
It's your go-to Goto match.
Yeah.
I didn't like this as much as everybody else did.
I really
I've
enjoyed
seen,
it.
like tweets and like listen to reviews and
I would change it in a nappy. I didn't watch this.
people were like saying it was really good, and I didn't. I didn't dislike it. I just didn't think it was as good as people made it out to be.
I mean, Goto's in that weird spot, isn't he? Where like the Dave Meltzer quote from before was the reason the IWGP title means so much is because Goto's never held it, which is just such like a dickhead thing to say, but at the same time, it's true. Like Goto's the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah.
And this is the second year in a row he's won the Never title. And it was an interesting thing where he's lost twice to Minoru and then put his hair on the line, and Minoru went, "Okay, then let's have you again." There were some really good spots in this match. I enjoy it when Minoru pretty much hangs his opponent, where he gets him in the sleeper and then climbs up onto the turnbuckles. So he just leaves them limp, hanging off his arm.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goto got the big win here after some minor interference from Suzuki Gun. They tried to take Minoru away to avoid the embarrassment of having his head shaved in the Tokyo Dome.
Came back though, didn't he?
Yeah, Minoru was a man of his word and came in. And now you're in the thing of like, Minoru's coming back and he's going to be really, really upset. And he's a scary man anyway.
Do you
he's
know
going to be really upset.
When they were on about on commentary that it's like a shame thing in Japan, you shave your head. Do you remember that time when Dragon Gate wrestlers were abusing animals and they had to shave their heads?
I remember that. I knew you were going to talk about that. Yeah, let's remember that. Yeah, they had a little monkey, didn't they? They had a Dragon Gate monkey. Oh, they did. They had a Dragon Gate monkey. I'm like little monkey, right? They put him in a mask, right? They're having a match. Turns out, little monkey.
Play record.
Like,
oh, chimpanzee that.
well, there's a
Monkey
wrestling
news.
company called Dragon Gate, right? And we've got no wrestlers left.
Thing is, I can't do a proper impression because I've got to swear.
Everyone's injured. Hold on. Little cruiserweight bloke comes
You
out.
need to go Battlestar Galactica style and make up swear words.
Little cruiserweight man comes out, right? And they're like, oh, he's quick. Oh, he's flying around on ropes and that. Jumping off of them. And they're going, oh, he's fast, right? Why can't we talk to him? Figures it out.
You're talking rubbish again, Carl. Don't talk rubbish twice. This is severely edited.
Monkey.
I feel the listeners are losing out.
I know, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
So, Minoru Suzuki lost the match, shaved his head, came out at New Year's Dash with a completely shaven head, and he looks even more terrifying now somehow.
Yeah, this was a thing though, right? So when he
have his head shaved?
kind of, so
he had like flames in his hair, and then
do you know like when you're 13 and you think it's cool to get a night ticket back of your head?
No,
just me. To be honest, one thing that my mum did right is when I wouldn't be 30, I'd probably be like 8 or 9, and everybody had like a night ticket back of their head, and I wanted a night ticket. She went, "You look like an idiot. You're not having one," and she was right to do that.
well done, Mum.
He has all shapes and stuff in his head. You know, like if you go to an African barber's and they've got all pictures on window.
No.
There's one near Donny train station, mate.
Okay, cheers.
And they've got like all shapes.
A Donny wrestler died.
What?
A guy. He was mentioned in the Observer.
Oh,
He was the Doncaster Panther or something. He died. So
I've never heard
you
of
look
him.
it up and
Okay, I'll carry on
telling
telling.
the story.
And then he's got like a dirty rat tail at the back.
Yeah.
You know, like some of the travellers have.
Yeah.
Mate. So when he were in ring, they put like a little mat down so his hair didn't get in the way.
Yeah.
And then they sat down on a chair and he like shaved a bit outside. And he thought, oh, this doesn't look good. So he just shaved back of it. So he shaved his little ponytail off.
Yeah.
But I thought his little mate that just beat him should have shaved his full head.
See, I was wondering whether it was going to be Goto to lose, and it'd be his like big loss. He shaves his hair off in shame, and then kind of comes back as a like revamped character to try and give him like one big push before they completely give up on him, and he ends up like Yoshihashi in the pre-show.
He can come back as go-to, and he takes people places.
Goto's just on like his holding
A
pattern.
bit like Uber. He could be an Uber
years.
driver gimmick. Go-to.
So it's like his biggest moments were winning Never title last year against Shibata, but then Shibata was the one who went on to bigger things before everything happened with him. And then before that was being in the G1 final with Omega and losing. And he has won the G1 before, I think, but still, yeah. Point still stands. The person you were talking about was Jack Pye. He was the Doncaster Panther or Dirty Jack Pye or Filthy Jack Pye.
The other two names were after allegations were made about him.
He was... Wait a minute. No, this guy died in 2006.
No, that's not the
guy.
guy.
No, that's his wife.
It must have been the Doncaster something else then. Well, I mean, rest in peace, Jack Pye. But if you go on the Observer newsletter, we'll keep talking about New
Rest
Japan.
in peace, Filthy Jack Pie.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Oh no.
His house burnt down.
Okay.
I don't want to scroll through all the Observers to try and
Well,
find
all
it.
right. Okay. Well, go on. You carry on talking about New Japan, and I'll go and find it.
Okay. So, yeah, Suzuki is... With the hair thing as well, I think it's just because no one dare... He's going to be very loud while he does this. So, yeah, no one dare tell Suzuki that his hairstyle wasn't very good.
I mean, his hairstyle wasn't very good, though.
No,
was it?
but if you were at barber and he's there, I want flames in my head, I'd be like, yes, sir, anything you want, sir, it's on the house. because he's a fucking terrifying human. Damn it, he's a terrifying human being.
Again.
Yeah, he's a terrifying human being, and he's a guy who beat Ken Shamrock twice in his prime and like in legit fights.
Did he?
Yeah.
How legit?
Well, Pancrase.
Weren't Pancrase part work?
It was in some occasions, but in the early days when Suzuki was there, it was all.
Did the referee wear an earpiece?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because
this is like 93,
like,
94.
Chael P. Sonnen's quite up on this, and like Japanese fights are a work.
No, this was a bunch of guys who went, "Oh, pro wrestling's not real enough for us. Why don't we just do this for real?" So Suzuki and a few other guys got together and started beating each other up for fun.
I'm legit not sure how true it is that he beat Ken Shamrock.
You can see the fights on YouTube and everything. Like
okay,
they are just leg lock battles.
I'm willing to be wrong, but I'm just not sure.
Suzuki is because I don't know if legit it's tough guy.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a work, and that because have you found out?
You at least close the door properly if you're going to slam it.
Albert Rocky Wall.
Albert Rocky Wall.
Never heard of him.
Also known as the Doncaster Panther.
I mean, maybe say that to Mike.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that at all.
Albert Rocky Wall, also known as the Doncaster Panther, was known as a great technician who wasn't particularly charismatic in the days when the British heavyweight title was dominated by shooters. Beat Billy Joyce in Nottingham in 1966.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
They must have been ancient.
They're old enough. Yeah. But the Doncaster Panther. So, rest in peace, Albert. Rocky.
So yeah, the next match in this, the junior heavyweight four-way match between Kushida, Takahashi, Will Ospreay, and Marty Scurll.
Wrestle fashions.
Wrestler fashion.
He had some wings on his back, didn't he?
That was pretty cool.
Wings on his back.
And because he like came up through the stage.
Through the
and was
stage.
just stood there, and then his wings popped out. It was
Wings
quite
popped
cool.
out. I might have extended the joke a little bit too far there. What do you reckon?
No, I think you'd do it one more time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrestler fashions.
Thanks.
Yeah, really cool. Did you see the photos that were posted by Cody afterwards?
No.
So Marty Scurll posted saying, "You don't know how much trouble I had getting those wings into Japan. He had to ship them all like taken apart, and then he had to rebuild them on the day of the Tokyo Dome. So there's pictures of him just sat there trying to get it all built back up again, ready for these entrance. So he pretty much worked the entire day so that entrance, which was like a minute, would pay off, and it did. It was a really cool moment. Seeing him come down with the wings and the title and everything. Really cool
I'm
stuff.
a little bit gutted now I've heard that story that like I wish only one of the wings opened up.
Yeah, but then it'd be a one-winged angel, and that'd be confusing for everybody.
Oh yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Because of Sephiroth off of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah.
That's what he named his move after.
Is it?
Yeah.
All his stuff is computer game based. Yeah.
He used to do the Hadouken as a finisher. Never forget that. Kenny Omega's finisher used to be the Hadouken.
He used to come out to the with Mortal Kombat theme.
I don't know. It was something that...
It's like a remix of the Mortal Kombat theme.
It was something like that, but it was basically the thing that you would hear at a fairground outside of one of those machines that goes up and down. It goes, get your tokens at the cash register. Attention! And then that was Kenny Omega's theme.
All right.
So yeah, this four-way was absolutely brilliant. I'm not... I keep teetering between this or the match we'll talk about later being my favourite on the card, because this match was really, really great, but for different reasons. I just really enjoyed it.
This wasn't the best match. I already told you last week what the best match.
You know.
Yeah. But yeah, this match was absolutely brilliant. So much like fast-paced action going on. They don't do a lot of multi-man matches in New Japan, and I think this might be a turning point for him in allowing them to do more. Because the times when they have allowed it has been junior heavyweight matches.
Would you not think it works better when you don't do them very often?
Yeah, but it also allows the fact that like you could have people out of the match for a little while, and then while other people do.
Well, they tied Ladwick Cat up, didn't they?
Yeah, Hiromu Takahashi.
Yeah, that's the one. Can't remember his name.
I was laughing at the beginning.
Christy Hemi's having quadruplets, and we never thought to mention that.
No, because no one's mentioned Christy Hemme for like 2 years until you just did.
How did we not find that out until now?
Genuinely, you mentioned it just now as reminded people she exists.
She's having quadruplets. She's gonna have to go to surgery.
Did you watch the show?
Of course I did. Like this is linked because this is a 4-way, 4 babies.
Oh yeah.
Linked. I did.
Do you think she's going to name them after the competitors in this match?
Definitely. So that'll be.
She should do.
Will, Hiromu, Marty, and other fella.
Kushida.
That's who I meant. Yeah. Because this is the only one who was written in English language, but actually it's Japanese.
Oh.
Because it's all in capitals.
Like Kenta.
Oh yeah.
Off of Kenta.
Yeah. Like you're shouting it.
Off of Kenta, innit? Hideo Itami. He's not allowed to do the go to sleep anymore.
Because he broke someone's face.
Again.
But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this match. The big like sprint at the end as well, where everyone were hitting the big moves. You got all the sunset bombs from Hiromu. Will Ospreay doing the
them sunset bombs were brutal when Marty Scurll's head got stuck in between railings.
Oh.
I thought that was gonna like he'd landed there on purpose, so then he'd be like stuck in the railings and couldn't get involved in the finish. I genuinely thought that might have been the spot because that's the type of crazy stuff that happens when you involve Hiromu and people like that in matches.
Will Ospreay pinned Marty Scurll.
Yeah, so
what is going on in the world?
At least the story, like Marty Scurll has beaten Will Ospreay in every company they've both been in for like the last few years. So it was Will Ospreay finally getting a win over Marty.
Well, like what? What's going on there?
It's a nice little moment.
They're ruining the running joke. A bit like if Martin Kirby ever beat El Ligero.
And to do it at the Tokyo Dome, though, as much as that sounds like a joke, it's a pretty decent place to kind of finish it off.
Martin Kirby and El Ligero have a match at the Tokyo Dome?
Then Kirby wins.
All right then.
Yeah.
Okay, just check it.
That's the rule. It's the big moment to finally like kind of put a bow on it and all that.
Makes sense. That's all right then. That's okay.
Yeah, this was a really, really great match. And because it was so great, I feel like the next match suffered a little bit because of it. Hiroshi Tanahashi defending the IWGP Intercontinental Championship against Jay White.
Yeah. Yeah, this was...
I mean, this were never going to work, were it?
No.
Like, I questioned this when Jay White came to New Japan or came back or whatever, because I'd never heard of him.
I know what they were trying to go for. You know, I got that. I got they were trying to do, but no.
Yeah, but if it happened in WWE, like...
It'd be ripped a bit.
Yeah, I don't think we'd accept it.
No.
If like some brand new person...
Yeah, say someone who'd previously been employed but was released for a while and
Yeah.
came back, and then just suddenly went up for a title.
Yeah.
But I mean, I suppose the sensible thing they did here was have him lose. 'Cause,
Yeah, I thought
otherwise you
for him
end
to
up
win.
with, I don't know, maybe maybe they could pander to the New Zealand market.
Yeah,
They're
going to the New Zealand
New
market. Yeah.
They're trying to go into
I
Australia,
was
New
watching
Zealand.
this with my dad, right?
Yeah.
And he said to me, which one's him? I said, which one do you mean?
I'm already
Right.
amazed.
And he went, the English one. And I
Amazing.
went, neither of them are English.
Yep.
I'm not
However,
sure if it's racist or not.
he's not too far because Jay White started his wrestling career in England with the then FWA.
How would he have described the other one,
Yeah.
though?
I don't know, probably Japanese, because
That's
I did
alright
tell
then.
him it were Japanese
Oh,
wrestling.
that's all right then. Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
Tanahashi is
How would your sister have described it?
We know how she'd have described it.
Tanahashi's just wrecked, isn't he? He's just not in good shape at the moment.
I don't like his hair anymore.
It's better than it was the other week when he came out for that promo when he had a perm.
Oh, that's
That was really bad. But then, because of fan backlash, he quickly got extensions and
So
stuff.
do you think he's going to drop it pretty soon then? Because
Well,
I'm guessing
they
that
set up his next contender on New Year's Dash. So
Okay.
I'll talk about that in a
so
bit.
I'm guessing he didn't drop it because they didn't
No.
want to put it on Jay White.
I think it's so they can tell, like, New Japan really like longer stories. So the story here will be, so Jay White has gone up against Tanahashi, come in well as fanfare and failed at the first hurdle. So now it's about actually giving him the build and stuff. So then his big moment to push him up to the top of the card would be finally beating Tanahashi.
Yeah.
So it's like a nice come around story. So it, like, New Japan builds stories over years. So this could be like 3 years down the line at Tanahashi's final Wrestle Kingdom match.
If Tanahashi's knees are all right.
Knees, arms,
Yeah.
everything is just destroyed on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, the person they're feuding with him next should sort that out for him. But yeah, I thought it was a good match. I thought the story they told was really good. It was just the placement of this match was really poor for it. It suffered a lot because it came after a really hot junior match. And junior matches don't normally get that over in Tokyo Dome, but this one did because it was so good.
Yeah, well, the
And then it was
people in the
before-
match are over,
yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah, and also the believability factor of Jay White. Like you said, like you didn't see him doing it.
Yeah, there's a reason I watched this match when my parents were around, because I
Yeah.
didn't believe for a second he were going to win. So I just pop this on while you're here
Yeah.
so I'd have to talk to you.
I mean, I've seen him live a few times, and like My girlfriend said before, like, the issue she has with Jay White is she doesn't see anything to connect with him. He's kind of just good. And the Switchblade character is a move in the right
I don't like
direction
his
for
hair.
him.
I don't know what's the Switchblade character.
I'll show you what it is.
Knife pervert.
Oh, look, I've got a little... that means I'd cut you on the throat with my Switchblade.
Right.
He's young and angry and stuff in it.
You don't get that from when he was doing... Oh, by the way, for the listeners, I'm doing a little Switchblade gesture, which is what Jay White does.
Oh, okay.
But he'll be given time to
His
like
finish is
fully
called the
go into
Kiwi
the character.
If
Yeah.
anything, that's like crushing himself. He's
That's
a Kiwi.
also one of Travis Banks' finishes as well.
Right.
It's the
Well,
exact
they're
same move.
crushing themselves.
Well, the exact same name. It's the Michinoku driver though.
But like they're crushing themselves.
Yeah.
Call it the Kiwi crushes everyone. If anything.
His actual
Kiwi
finisher is
crushing
called.
other people.
His actual finisher is the Sister Abigail, but he calls it the Blade Runner.
I saw that. Yeah. The
Yeah.
Sister, yeah. I knew that's what it was. Do you know? I was watching it. I was thinking, who uses that move? I know he called it the Blade Runner, but I was like, who uses that move? I can't think. And that's what it is. It's the Sister Abigail. Great. All the moves in the world, and you pick the Sister Abigail.
But it's a kind of perfect move where he can still do
Is
his
it
taunt.
perfect or is it terrible?
He can do his taunt while he
It's
holds
the
them in it.
Sister Abigail, Dan.
It was
I
a
knew
shell
that's-
shock before
that's-
that.
It's taken me until. Do you know what?
Yeah,
In my
but
head-
he could do a DDT and still do his pose.
in my head,
Yeah.
it was going downward spiral. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's similar, but it's not the same. And yeah, it's the Sister Abigail.
He could do an elbow drop and just before he'd do his pose.
Maybe he could kiss them on the head. And
But
then
yeah,
talk in a woman's voice. Oh,
Jay White's had a bit
I'm
more.
the Kiwi Crusher!
Jay White did get a bit more
Blade
development
Runner!
on New Year's Dash, so I'll talk about that at the end. Let's get on to. I'll call it the Western main event because this was the match that a lot of people tuned in
Real
for.
main event.
Kenny Omega versus Chris
Oh, do
Jericho.
you mean the match of the night?
The match of the night. The
It was
greatest
absolutely
match.
brilliant.
Yeah, it was
so,
absolutely
so
the match of the
good.
night.
Oh, it
Chris Jericho carried Kenny Omega to a 6-star classic.
Yeah, there you go.
see.
6 and 3/4.
I thought it'll be good, but I don't know how much Jericho can do. No, this match was absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love this match.
Yeah, we're good, weren't
Lived up to every bit of hype.
Smacking people about and that. Smacked a little
Yeah,
fella around.
yeah,
but
Jericho
what-
was just mental, innit he?
Yeah. Just lobbing. Yeah.
You're like when like foreigners go on, English people go on holiday to a foreign country, like to Spain or something, they just like riot and wreck
everything, yeah.
bars and ruin stuff. That's what Jericho were doing. He were on lads'
Yeah.
holiday, weren't he?
Yeah.
England.
Parlez-vous anglais? Sir, this is Spain. Parlez-vous anglais?
I was going to say, do you not
Give
want a
me
wrestler's
a
fashion?
carling. Oh, sorry.
Do you want a wrestler fashions for the beginning bit?
Yeah, go on.
Wrestler fashions.
Omega had an os on his head.
And I said warhorse. I was like, is he a warhorse? But no, he's from a video game, but I don't know which
Of
game
course
it
it's
was.
from a video game. It's Kenny Omega.
Yeah, he was dressed as a character.
I thought he were a
think
Trojan
from
horse
Overwatch.
because I thought he were hiding the other members of Bullet Club inside.
Ah, should
Oh,
have done.
the Young Bucks.
No, it was
but they were outside
it
of
was Anubis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not Teddy Anubis.
But yeah, I think I don't know if it's an Overwatch character or something like
Probably.
that. But it didn't really match his Terminator entrance from last year. But still, it was all right.
I like these funky entrances though.
Yeah, I absolutely love when people do the big entrances. I absolutely love the Okada one. What'll come up later as well, even though it was a bit more low key than Omega's. Or
Low-key weren't there, were he?
no,
Low-key, yeah.
Loki will never be back
his
in New Japan.
little Hitman.
He probably was there challenging
cosplay.
people. He probably was there challenging people to fights outside the hot dog stand.
I think Loki's
I'm a
actually on their ban
hitman.
list.
Look at me, I'm Loki.
I think he's on their ban list.
Why?
Really? Loki's on someone's banned list.
Is it
Not
because he
surprised.
refused to job?
Not the refused job, but he complained about
Yes.
booking and stuff.
Yeah. He probably refused the job though. It's Loki, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's on everyone's banned list. The fact that he's even allowed into any countries is a shock.
I'm glad he's live countries. I got to see him live twice this year, and he was great.
Yeah, but he's going to mess those promotions around.
He even took a pinfall. That was shocking.
Was
Yeah,
he drunk?
he got beat by Travis Banks.
Did he die halfway through, and they had to resurrect him after the match? What happened? I didn't.
I just remember as
He
well.
didn't go over, did he?
Also, Loki was the one who stopped Samoa Joe from killing a certain Scottish former imprisoned man.
Don't know who you're talking
Yeah. Loki was the one who stopped him killing him.
Was it?
Yeah, Loki was the one who broke it up.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, because everyone else was like, this will be fun. And Loki was like, no, I'm not the one killing him. No, stop it. You won't do it properly.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
But yeah, this match was absolutely fantastic from start to finish.
Shall I tell you why it was good?
Go on.
Because there were no Japanese people in it. No, I'll tell you why it was good. Because it was very, very, very different,
Yeah.
but the same, right? And I'll tell you why. Because you still had all your mental like kick-outs of your big moves, which all Japanese people like. It's like, oh, he's killed him, but he'll still kick out. But it were like a street fight, weren't it? It weren't just like, let's stay in ring and respect each other. It were, no, let me spit on referee's kid and let me push cameraman out of the way.
Brilliant. Like when he knocked down the referee and then grabbed the referee's kid and put him in the walls of Jericho next to him, going, "Look at your son."
Yeah.
and then stealing the cameraman's camera, taking loads of photos of Kenny, and then flipping the bird to the crowd and taking more photos. Just, he was on fire.
Yeah.
I called early on. I thought, well, Omega's definitely going to do something really big, reckless, and stupid early on in the match, so then he can sell for Jericho more. And he did that. He went to the outside through a table.
Lobbed himself over the top rope through a table.
Yep, because that's
what Don Callis as well. He had to go Don Callis as well, didn't he, Jericho?
Yeah.
Well, the thing with that was, it looked like Omega. I don't know whether Don Callis was supposed to stay there, or he actually had a thought of, it looks like he's going to overshoot this. If I stand here, he'll be safe. And Callis kind of took the fall for him on it. Because it looked like Callis almost guided him into the table. Like, did a bit of saving. Don Callis was really good. Like, I know last year I criticised him when he first came in.
I'm glad you brought this up. Yeah. Right. So I don't know if it was him or Kevin Kelly, but one of them.
It's Don Callis.
Okay. We haven't spoke about this, so I don't know.
But I know what you're going to say.
Is it about Wrestling Observer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's
okay.
Don Callis.
Right. Okay. So he brought up the Wrestling Observer and said, "Oh yeah, the over/under for this match, it's 6 stars or something." And that might have been for the main event, he said it for. And I'm just like, right, well, the Wrestling Observer is not a kayfabe magazine. Like, it's not like an APTA magazine, right? So if you introduce the Wrestling Observer into the kayfabe world, then what you're saying is everything we watch is fake.
Yeah, even, like, I saw some people justifying this by going, oh, well, no, it's okay because, like, the New Japan English commentary is only for people who are really a fan. So if you're a really fan, then you know that anyway, and you're probably of that match. Well, I don't care. He's exposing. Yeah. Shut up, Don Callis, the jackal.
Otherwise, I
one
thought
out of the Truth Commission.
I thought
that had Paul Buchanan in it.
And Kurgan always wins.
Yeah, but Kurgan's all right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Don Callis is worse than Kurgan.
Yeah. Omega did a blade job for this match as well to sell it even further. Yeah, this match was just absolutely brilliant. It was just a massive brawl with loads of
match of the night.
Match of the night.
Yes. Match of the night. Yes.
Got him to admit
Jericho walks into New Japan, is immediately the best person.
He got like the biggest reaction out of me on New Year's Dash as well.
See, there you go. Yeah. Immediately the best person in New Japan on both nights. This is what being a star.
Yeah, but wait, I'm going to ruin Jericho for you now in Japan.
Go on.
Do you know who he dedicated the match to?
Oh no.
No.
I do.
Oh, I do. I do know. Yeah.
Shall we leave it? Shall we leave it, or
he dedicated it to Eddie Guerrero and someone else?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Just ruin Jericho for you.
So this match got 35 minutes as well, which was only a minute less than the main event. So they really went through this double main event thing. They gave it a lot of time to build, and it was just absolutely. I think the commentary said this as well. It's the best Jericho match since 2008. With the Shawn Michaels feud.
He's probably right.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, final match of the night was the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Kazuchika Okada defending against Tetsuya Naito.
Can I have Wrestle Fashions, please?
Wrestle Fashions.
You turn up to the biggest match at year with bloody flares on, mate.
A lot of people had an issue with the full trousers. It's different look.
Has Okada's hair always been like that?
Yeah, he bleaches it. Yeah.
I don't know why.
He probably got like a fresh bleach, did he?
I think, yeah. I was going to say it looked like whiter than normal.
It looked like him and Cody had been to the same hairdresser.
Yeah, but Cody's awful. Next.
Why don't you like Cody?
We talked about this. We're not going to waste more airtime with this, are we? 3-star Cody.
I don't say how you get so passionate about it, because no one ever gets this passionate about Cody.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I get passionate about it. It's an irony.
Brandy just lays there.
Go on, do what you got to do. I'm the best. Well done, Cody. That was about the average time.
Cody, I don't want to kiss the ring.
You think Jericho took one look at Cody and went, I could do better than that in one night? One night, Jericho had more impact than Cody has in an entire year of being in Japan. Take that, Cody. Oh, they held me back in WWE. I was Stardust.
So they did the big entrance.
I don't think he's a bigger star now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a much bigger star than he was.
Yeah, but like, still a knob. Does that count as a jar? Do I have to put that in the jar?
Were you using that word as like something you use open a door with?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's fine then.
He still opens many doors for himself.
That's fine.
3-star doors.
So yeah, Okada versus Naito, they did the big entrances. Okada's entrance with the little video thing was quite cool. It was a bit more low-key than the one he had previously, but I really liked that little thing where it was the video of him like walking in, flipping the coin, and then that starting off his music. Quite enjoyed that. I like it when they have special music for Tokyo Dome and stuff. The match itself, I thought, was an absolutely brilliant match as well. I thought it suffered a little bit in the early stages again because of Omega Jericho, but it told a really nice slow story building up to like an absolute brilliant. It was like your typical New Japan main event where it starts off slow, they get start the signature spots, few teasers.
Naito, I feel like if I were a bigger fan, I'd get it, but they did say it on commentary. Naito did this mental flip thing. And they said like it was like a flashback to something. Did he do it in another match, or is it an old finish?
It's his old finish. He used to be the Stardust Genius.
Okay.
And when they were trying to push him as the next big baby face.
Someone say Stardust, it's me, Cody. I was Stardust.
So
did Cody get mad about it because his dad invented the word Stardust?
Yeah, my dad called me Stardust.
So like, a quick
I'm
run
gonna
through
sue
like,
you.
the history between these two, because they went against each other at Wrestle Kingdom 8, and that was supposed to be the main event of the Tokyo Dome then. And Naito was getting this massive push, but in the build up to it, he came out to do the final challenge to Okada and got zero response and was being booed on other shows and stuff. And the fans just turned against him. Like, he's pretty much New Japan's Roman Reigns for this, apart from he had the good redemption, where he went back off on excursion, found a new character, came back as like the Naito, you know, now, like Los Ingobernables Naito, and built himself back up to probably the most populous guy in the company. Because the reaction he got for this match was incredible. On New Year's Dash as well, the crowd were chanting for him over Okada again.
Okay, then.
Like,
so I want to pose this question to you, mate. If he's the most popular person on the roster, and it's the biggest show of the year, arguably the biggest New Japan show in several years, why would you keep the title on Okada?
So I'll give you two reasons for this one.
Ooh.
First off, he's not the ace. Okada's the ace.
What do you mean?
So New Japan has always kind of been built around someone being at the top of the company as the ace. It was Tanahashi for years. It took Okada 3 years to finally unseat him as the ace and take over. Naito doesn't get hurt by losing this match at all. And it allows them to build the story further. And it becomes even more now, well, who's going to stop this like legendary reign that Okada's having? Because he's now the longest reigning IWGP champion of all time. He's having this ridiculous
There's one
run.
more record to break, isn't there?
I think it's for
title
the
defense, isn't it?
yeah. And I think he will get to that. But the other side of it is, I'll compare this to Austin and Rock. Austin and Rock had 3 WrestleMania matches. The Rock lost the first 2.
Oh, he's had your pants down, Daryl. He's done you again, mate.
Because
He's done you again.
Austin was the main guy, where Rock was probably the most, like, Rock was becoming more and more popular. It wasn't until WrestleMania 19 when he finally beat him.
Here's what I'll say to that, though, if I wanted to retort, which I will just to stir the pot up.
Cheers, mate.
Austin's gone on record as saying that the ending of WrestleMania 7 was wrong. 17 was wrong. 7 was probably also wrong. I can't remember which one that was.
Hulk Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter.
Also wrong then. There you go.
Yeah.
And it's wrong to even do that match. But the ending of WrestleMania 17 was wrong, and that was the downturn in the business from the hottest point. Could it not be argued that New Japan
wasn't it more that it was wrong because of him turning heel and siding with Vince than The Rock not winning?
That's a technicality that you're bringing into it at this point.
Because I believe that's what Austin talks about when he says that he shouldn't have done that at the end.
That is counter to my point, and I don't like the way you're saying it.
But yeah, I don't
Maybe
think
this is the downturn. This is the downturn, New Japan.
Yeah.
All on the way down, lads. Chris Jericho could be seen like WCW coming in.
But no,
I think it's going to be good, but it's not.
It was a shock to see Okada
though.
retain, because I felt for certain that Naito was going to win it. But again, New Japan's all about long-term storytelling, and Naito is the only person. Well, he defeated Okada for the title 2 years ago now, and Okada won it back to start this like legendary reign. So either he'll be the person to end it eventually and get that big win, or it might be Omega. Like, there's a few options still, and it keeps things open. Whereas I don't think if Naito won the title, there's more to do with Naito outside of the title picture than there is Okada. Because as the ace, he needs to be like there.
Here's the thing that I really want them to do that they haven't done so far. First of all, one thing I meant to pick up on the actual match was, and I don't know if I misread this. So Naito hit his finish, the Destino, and then went to hit another Destino, but got caught and pinned. Yeah. Was the story supposed to be that Naito just didn't believe he was going to get the pin after the first Destino, so
Okada had already kicked out one Destino earlier.
So he decided to do a second one, even though he could have gone for the pin, because I read that, because I enjoyed that particular part of the story.
It kind of goes back to, so after watching New Year's Dash, I actually put on Okada versus Tanahashi from Wrestle Kingdom 10.
Oh, here we go.
Which is, so in that match, but at that point, Tanahashi was the only person who kicked out the Rainmaker. So Okada knew that one Rainmaker wouldn't do it. And that's the one where for the finish, he does the Rainmaker, but then holds onto his wrist, which has become a big spot in Okada's matches since. So he can pick him up and hit the second, like, conclusive Rainmaker. And Naito was showing that type of thing.
He didn't win this match with a Rainmaker as well. Is that the Rainmaker just less of a finish now? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think Shibata kind of killed it when he no-sold it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
it did do some damage to him though.
Yeah.
Did he no-sell it, or did he go to hospital?
It wasn't the Rainmaker that did that.
No, it was him knotting him afterwards.
Yeah, it was him headbutting him full on. That was what did it.
Anyway, the second point I was going to make was there's still something I do want them to do that I don't think they are going to do, and it makes me a little bit sad in that I think it'd be more interesting, as I've mentioned before, for Omega to win the title, not from Okada. Because then he wins the title, but he's never beaten Okada, and then you've still got Okada there. Okada, well, obviously he's beating Okada now, but I mean, like, he won the title, but he didn't win the title from Okada, and that could be a big storyline going forward. And then you've got Naito going back for the title. You've now got Jericho involved in the mix somehow. If you had Jericho beat Omega at some point
do you know what they could do?
What's that?
When they come over to America,
because it's not far off that, is it? Isn't it like February or March or something?
They could do Devil's Due double Jeopardy match.
Oh yes, that's what people love.
The only time I've ever seen or heard of a double Jeopardy match.
It's in ECW as well.
Was it?
They did
Steve Corino had one there as well.
Heatwave? I think it was Heatwave.
Probably. I think Steve Corino was in that one as well.
Yeah, he was.
It's Steve Corino's signature match. A bit like The Undertaker has all those signature matches. Or Shane McMahon's signature matches falling off of stuff. Or who else has it? Jinder Mahal's is Punjabi Prison.
Bray Wyatt's is the House of Horrors.
Bray Wyatt's is the House of Horrors. Or the projection match.
See, I thought this match was absolutely brilliant. A really, really great main event again. I like the fact as well that in the post-match promo, even like the one issue I have with commentary is there's no one on the commentary team who can translate them. But the gist of what he does, so Okada's promo is always says three things, but the third thing is always, I haven't got a third thing, I'm gonna make it rain. But this time he had a third thing where he praised Naito a lot. He said, like, he's one of my biggest foes and everything, and we're gonna main event this show again. And then his third thing eventually was the fact that he goes, this is the New Japan's biggest show in 15 years. I'm going to make sure, as the top guy, I'm going to take him even further. Which was a nice little thing into the show.
Says the ace.
Yeah. But yeah, he's the ace of the company. And it's that thing as well where it's like, I've said this before, it's probably the greatest title reign of my lifetime. And it's now the story becomes now who's going to beat him. We were also sure Naito was going to be the one. But now it's like, he hasn't even got a challenger coming out of New Year's Dash. So we're in this weird phase now where we're like, well, who are the contenders? Who's going to be the one to finally end this?
It's a bit like reign? Early to mid 2000s with nobody could beat Phil the Power Taylor in darts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want him referenced on my show. Stop it now.
He lost other
Phil the Power could be more like Tanahashi, and then who's the guy who just beat him the other thing in his final match? Yeah,
some complete
I think
no
Phil
name.
Power's a bit more like Jerry Lawler, actually, to be perfectly honest.
He books his own finishes.
Let's say
he's not dead. He's not dead. Neither of them are dead.
No.
Jerry Lawler died on the air, so there was a brief period of time where we could have slandered him.
Yeah, I'm just comparing their legendary title reigns.
It's okay if you do slander him, I'll just retweet it.
In a way.
See,
I don't need to slander him.
Overall thoughts of the Tokyo Dome show?
A bit long, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I always feel like I come out of it and I'm like, well, it does feel a little long, but it feels nowhere near as long as most WWE pay-per-views.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
yeah, it's like
if I compare it to WrestleMania, past few WrestleManias, I've gone too long, boring. There were maybe 1 or 2 matches that were good, whereas here there were probably 4 matches that I like proper enjoyed. Obviously, nothing was bad.
Yeah,
but like
I think there was one match that you could say was under par.
So like the Junior 4-way, Omega, Jericho, Okada, Naito, and tell me another one that I liked. Definitely them 3 then.
Yeah.
Them 3 matches, but they like were really good, and they were
Otabushi and Cody.
I actually did like that, but obviously I didn't like it enough to list it, so I'll just say 3.
Yeah. Good. So 3.
Yeah. But yeah, the stuff that wasn't as good weren't rubbish. It just weren't as good.
And it was nice that the show changed up a lot as well. Like there was no one match. The next match was never the same as the previous match. They all offered something different.
I mean, it is all big move kick out though.
Yeah. Graham?
Yeah, I enjoyed it actually. You know, like I enjoyed what I expected to enjoy in the sense that I only really started paying attention about halfway through the juniors match and then sort of carried on from there onwards. I didn't enjoy the main event as much as you two did, but again, I've watched less New Japan than both of you. Obviously, a lot less than you, Dan, but probably less than you have as well, Dan.
Yeah.
And so I enjoyed the story of what the match was trying to tell, but I didn't get into it in the same way because I didn't know the characters in the same way. But nonetheless, yeah, I did enjoy it. I am a little tired, and this isn't a shot at you, I'm just a shot at people in general. The minute that the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom show goes, wow, like, as soon as it finishes, everyone's like, wow, 6 hours, it never felt as bad as WrestleMania. God, WrestleMania was bad, wasn't it? I'm like, it did feel like 6 hours. I'll tell you now, it felt like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe individually each of the matches was probably more enjoyable. Some of them were a bit boring and were just fine.
I think the
There's
reason it
nothing
doesn't
wrong with
feel
the match just being fine, right? But don't be like, oh, this match was just fine, and then go to WrestleMania and this match is just fine. But God, is it long and boring? Like, you know, it's not.
So I think the reason it doesn't feel as bad is because we're actually getting to watch it live at a reasonable-ish time compared to normal WWE pay-per-views. We're not having to stay up at middle of night to watch it, so it don't feel as bad.
I'd have to set an alarm to get for stuff on WWE Network.
Anyway, I'll quickly go through the big happenings at New Year's Dash. I won't go through the full card.
New Year's Dash.
So they announced Kitamura, who won the Young Lions Cup, who's the big Brock Lesnar, like Japanese-looking guy. He's doing a 7-match series.
Yeah, he's going to get beaten by a bunch of people.
Yeah, so he lost his first match to Jay White. So Jay White got his first win as Switchblade in a match against Kitamura. It was actually really good. It was the only singles match on the card. They did a 6-man tag match between the Bullet Club and Roppongi 3K. It was Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson against Roppongi 3K and Cheeseburger. And
is Rocky Romero not wrestling anymore then?
Not as much in New Japan. I think he has had a match since he's been their coach, but he doesn't wrestle as much now. But Kenny Omega and whichever one of the Young Bucks was injured were still selling their injuries and couldn't do their entrance properly because of it. The other Young Bucks. And then the 2 injured ones were letting the other guy take the heat and refusing to tag him in. It's like, no, we're beat up, man. And then it was a really good thing. There was a 10-man tag match, which was Chase Owens, Cody, Leo Tonga, Marty Scurll, and Yujiro Takahashi versus David Finlay, Juice Robinson, Kota Ibushi, Kushida, and Ryusuke Taguchi. And in that at the end of the match, Cody tried to attack Kota Ibushi again at the end of the match, which led to Kenny Omega coming out and making the save for Kota Ibushi, leading to a massive argument between him and Cody. So that's
they split up the Bullet Club.
Yeah, well, it's the Golden Lovers as well, isn't it? And everyone's super excited for either them to team again or have a match against each other again. So, but yeah, after that, Kenny Omega got on the mic and said there's been too much infighting in the Bullet Club, and I know the way to solve it.
Get more Bullet Club people. Yeah.
Switchblade, get
Bullet
out
Club
here.
Hollywood.
So Switchblade comes out, he gives him the shirt, and he puts it on. He goes to Too Sweet Kenny Omega, and Kenny goes, we don't do that anymore. Give me a hug. And after he hugs him, Jay White, he's doing the Too Sweet thing again, and then turns it into the Switchblade logo and hits Kenny Omega with his finish and throws the shirt off. So New Japan actually has a heel who's not affiliated with any group. I think he's literally the only one.
Okay.
Every other heel
is
like
Chris Jericho off of WCW in 1995.
Bullet Club aren't really heel though, are they?
They're heel in Japan, technically. Same as Los Ingobernables are supposed to be a heel group, but they get cheered more than anyone now.
Yeah.
So there was an 8-man tag later on with Suzuki Gun versus...
They're heels, Suzuki Gun.
Yeah. Versus War Machine, Michael Elgin, who got booed to hell in this match. He got booed really badly. And Hiroshi Tanahashi, which set up Suzuki versus Tanahashi for the IC title. So Tanahashi, who's struggling a little bit with injuries, is going to go against the most terrifying legit shooter in the world.
He's going to get paggered.
Yeah. It's literally like, oh yeah, we're going to put you in an 8-man tag match. It'll be fine. Who against? Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki? And then Minoru... There was literally a spot where Minoru got him in a knee bar, rolled him out of the ring so he could hold the knee bar on while other stuff went on in the ring. He had him in a knee bar for about 5 minutes on the outside.
Yeah, but he'll be looking after him, won't he?
They're all
mates.
after him. But so that's Tanahashi's next feud.
Probably off down pub after, aren't they?
And then the main event...
Pub in Japan. They might go down karaoke bar.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The main event was Los Ingobernables de Japón versus Chaos, which was Gedo, Goto, Okada, Ospreay, and Yoshihashi.
Gedo had a match.
Yeah. I don't think he
Gedo.
took the pin in this either. Did he take the pin? I can't remember. Anyway,
How did he see?
he takes his bandana off for the matches.
So then everyone knows he's bald.
Yeah, that still annoys me that he's like, oh, I'm Okada's hype man. Can you imagine if Triple H walked down to the ring?
Mate, I would love it if Vince walked down to the ring going, please cheer Roman.
Yeah, well,
please.
exactly.
Please cheer Roman.
That's what corporate champion Rock was.
That would make it better.
Yeah,
which is what Okada started off as.
Yeah, but like that was ages ago. That was like the time when everyone thought they were mega smart on that. Now everyone thinks they're mega smart by going, oh, it's all right because it's Japan.
But so after the match, Los Ingobernables attacked all of Chaos.
Dixie Carter, please cheer for whoever this person is. I don't know who it is either.
Eli Drake.
There you go, close enough. He's the TNA champion apparently, so cheer for him.
So after the match,
Who had a match? Sorry.
Los Ingobernables defeated Chaos.
Okay.
Attacked them after the match. They didn't set up a challenger for Okada, but after the match, after Naito did his promo, Chris Jericho attacked Naito. And it was a ridiculous pull-apart brawl where Jericho was throwing stuff in the ring and going
Already
crazy.
better than Brock Lesnar against Kane.
Yeah, it was a really, really great end
Well,
to the
they've been
show.
saying this up on Twitter, aren't they? There were rumours they were going to do this.
But like when they announce, because they don't announce the card until literally the show starts with them announcing the card. It's a mystery until the show starts.
Bit like Progress on boxing.
Yeah. But it was kind of like, oh, Jericho's not on the card. I wonder if he's still going to be doing something. And then he comes out at the end of the show to attack Naito in this really heated like brawl.
Dan embarrassed us all by tweeting that Jericho wasn't on the show. So
I wanted him to have a team with Gedo or be Super Liger.
he should have been Super Liger. That would have been better.
He officially wasn't on the show. He came out at the end as a surprise. Because they have to have a big surprise at New Year's Dash every year. Last year it was Suzuki Gun. This
Scott
year
Norton.
Yeah, like Scott Norton.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the next big feud coming on, Jericho versus Naito. I don't know when the match is going to happen, but I'm very much looking forward to it.
It probably makes sense to do it in America, wouldn't it?
I'm not sure. They might do it at New Beginnings at end of month. Well, it's, there's 2 New Beginnings shows at the end of the month, and then there's one at the beginning of February.
Why have I got a weird feeling that Jericho doesn't want to wrestle for New Japan in America?
He probably won't. He'll probably see it as Vince's territory, won't he? Because they've all got daddy issues with Vince, haven't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But like, I think it probably makes more sense for New Japan to have him on a card in America.
I think they absolutely should try and get him, but I don't know why. I'm probably wrong. But
he's obviously on more than a 1-match deal now, so it'd be interesting to see. Because really, you could put him against any of the top 4 guys in New Japan, and he's going to have a great match with them.
I think he was on a 1-match deal, and this is what I thought might happen as well. A bit like the Goldberg thing, where he came back and it was like 1 match.
Yeah.
And then, like, after the match, they're like, oh, I quite enjoyed that. I'm going to do it again and do it and carry on and carry on.
Yeah. He didn't get his kid at ring topless, though, did he?
No, I didn't know.
It's unfortunate.
Why not? Shame.
No, he just swore a lot, and then Naito threatened to throw a chair back at him, but
I
then
think
sat
he likes
down
being
and
able to swear, actually, especially having read his books and that.
Yeah. He loves to swear.
A bit like Dan.
Yeah. Apart from I've got better taste in music.
Jericho. It was a Fozzy song he came out to,
the
wasn't it? I
song's
meant to
called
mention
Judas.
that, by the way.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a
What was it called?
Judas.
Okay.
Oh, that. Oh, God. That's the one he
So
got.
I recognised it was his voice.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
You just knew he was going to come out to
Yeah, but it
It's
makes
like Mark
sense,
Andrews
doesn't
coming
it?
out to Junior, innit?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it was fine.
But someone, I forgot who it was now, tweeted saying, not many people come out to their own music like that. And then Mark Andrews tweeted them saying, hi, and then sent a link
Mark
to
Andrews.
his thing. But then, like, Keith Lee does it as well. Like, Keith Lee actually raps and
Shawn
sings his own
Michaels
song.
sang his own theme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels. And he got Sherry on it as well, which is even better. But yeah.
Aren't they different songs? I think Sherry.
Sherry's the backing vocals.
Is she?
She does the "Oh, Sean" at the beginning.
I wanted him to do that.
Yeah. So yeah, really good 2 days of shows, and it makes me look forward to what's to come next with New Japan.
A great bunch of Japanese lads.
Yeah.
There you go.
What are we doing next week?
Different stuff.
Is it Royal Rumble 2008 next week?
Probably.
Or is that the
could
week
be.
after? Do you want to do that next week?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Great.
I've got
Yeah.
that to do.
Yeah, listeners. So we're going to review every 2008 pay-per-view because it's 10 years ago,
Are
isn't
we?
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
once a month.
We talked about
We
it
did
like 2
discuss
months
this.
ago.
Yeah,
We had a bit of a conversation about it. Yeah.
and we all agreed.
So this was mentioned offhand, and now it's definitely happening. Great.
It wasn't even offhand, like it was an in-depth conversation.
Oh well, between you two, great.
You're in the group chat too.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I mean, when we discussed it, his wife might have been in labour.
It was after that.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Probably wasn't.
He might have been changing someone's nappy.
No. I think he said, "Oh yeah, she's gone into labour," and I said, "Right, let's discuss the show now."
I believe
So
that. Yeah.
he can't say no to anything.
No, is that how we got the conspiracy episode on though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I can
Quite
guarantee-
often, I just say we're going to do this, and then he doesn't disagree, so I take it as an agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
on that grim note, let's end the Royal Grumble. Thank you for listening to the Royal Grumble podcast. Don't forget to go to facebook.com/Royal Grumble. Tweet. Oh, we owe an apology to somebody on Twitter, by the way. I
Why?
will find your handle, but we ruined Samoa Joe for someone on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And I think
We did.
from the bottom of our hearts,
Oh yeah.
we must
It
apologise.
would call something like Big G or Big Brooker G or
I will
something.
literally find it whilst you say all our links.
So we're on facebook.com/Royal Grumble, on Twitter @Royal Grumble Pod. We are now on Twitch, and we're going to be doing stuff on Twitch. I think it's just twitch.tv/Royal Grumble. What else are we on?
Big_Brooker. That's Big Brooker G. I'm very sorry. We're all very sorry for ruining Samoa Joe promos for you and everyone.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, there is things that we actually use now.
Yeah, we sometimes put stuff on YouTube,
He's
Oh, yeah,
but
we've got his
it's
YouTube channel.
not original stuff. So if you want to listen to all the shows, they're on there.
Some of it's original. It did little.
We have game streaming.
See, that's going to go on Twitch
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, and then we'll archive it on YouTube just so you can see Fire Pro World, which Dan doesn't
Yeah.
have to pay for the New Japan updates to.
And also Daryl's WWE updates that he's been doing
That as
for a
well,
while.
yeah. Daryl's little.
Yeah, when I
stuff.
can be bothered.
Everyone
Yeah,
likes that, yeah.
yeah.
He actually goes
All
through the effort of
two
making
of you.
like, pictures for him and stuff.
He certainly does.
Yeah.
They're lovely.
I just use thumbnail at 2D characters
Are
stuff.
you going to do this year's Royal Rumble?
Yeah, why
Are you
not?
going to make up your own entrance though?
Maybe.
Are we going to have another?
Can we do
Royal-
commentary on it this time again?
Yeah, we're going to have another Royal Grumble Championship match.
If you want.
Oh yeah,
Let's do that.
Sheamus is still our champion, isn't he?
Yeah.
With a title reign of nearly a year.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Still undefeated, still undisputed.
There you go.
We'll do a Royal Grumble Rumble.
This is
Yeah.
pre the bar. So that's about it.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Say goodbye, Daryl.
Goodbye, Daryl.
Say goodbye, Dan.
Bye.
Ciao for now.
The Royal Grumble Podcast. You can't slander the dead.